It is the greatest riddle in human history, a utopia of gold and orichalcum, a naval empire that vanished in a single day and night of misfortune. For over 2,000 years, we have dismissed Plato's story of Atlantis as a morality tale, a fiction invented to teach Athens a lesson about hubris. But what if we were wrong? What if the myth wasn't a myth at all, but a fragmented memory of a very real apocalypse? To find the truth, we don't look at the ocean floor. We have to look at the history of human catastrophe.
The most credible smoking gun lies in the Mediterranean. Travel back to 1600 BC. The Minoan civilization on the island of Crete was sophisticated, wealthy, and commanded the seas, exactly how Plato described Atlantis. Then, the island of Thera, now known as Santorini, erupted. This wasn't just a volcano, it was one of the largest explosive events in human history. The eruption triggered massive tsunamis that decimated the Minoan fleets and buried their coastal cities in ash. Plato said Atlantis disappeared 9,000 years before his time, but Solon, the lawmaker who heard the story in Egypt, may have mistranslated the Egyptian symbol for 100 as 1,000. If you correct that math, the timeline shrinks perfectly to the destruction of the Minoans.
But there is a more controversial theory, one that requires us to look not at the sea, but at the desert. In Mauritania, West Africa, lies the Richat Structure, the eye of the Sahara. From the ground, it looks like hills. From space, it is a perfect bullseye. Plato described Atlantis as consisting of concentric rings of water and land. If you measure the Richat structure, its dimensions align eerily well with Plato's measurements. Geologists say it's a natural, eroded dome, but proponents argue that if sea levels were different 12,000 years ago, water could have flowed into this structure. Is it possible that the island of Atlantis was actually a fortress in a lush, green Africa before the Sahara dried up?
Skeptics say cities don't just vanish, but history proves they do. We have found Heraklion in Egypt, submerged under the Mediterranean. We have found Dwarka in India, once thought to be a myth of Lord Krishna, now identified as a massive underwater metropolis. And then there is Doggerland, a vast landmass that once connected Britain to Europe. It was home to Mesolithic hunter-gatherers until a massive tsunami, the Storegga Slide, drowned it roughly 8,000 years ago. Humanity has a collective trauma of rising waters. The Great Flood isn't just a Bible story, it's a global memory. Atlantis might not be one specific city, but a composite memory of all the worlds we lost to the rising tides at the end of the Ice Age.
Perhaps we keep searching for Atlantis not because we want the gold, but because we fear the ending. Atlantis represents the uncomfortable truth that no matter how advanced, how wealthy, or how powerful a civilization becomes, it can be erased in a heartbeat by the planet itself. Whether it lies beneath the sands of Africa, the ash of Greece, or the depths of the Atlantic, the message remains the same. We are not the masters of the earth, we are merely its guests, and guests can be asked to leave.
If you want to continue unearthing the lost chapters of human history with us, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. There are many more worlds buried beneath our feet, waiting to be found. Until next time.